Hair loss is a common concern among women. It can be devastating, a huge source of stress and anxiety when you are losing your hair. Hair means so much to us all, men and women. We express and identify through our hair. If you're having a bad hair day, go get your hair done. You will see just the healing power in a perfect haircut, color, and style. But what if you're losing your hair? Since the pandemic, I've noticed an increase in noticeable shedding and hair loss in many people, including myself. So today I'm going to talk about the causes of hair loss in women and offer some solutions to help you manage these conditions. Since the pandemic, I've noticed an increase in noticeable shedding and hair loss. So I'm going to talk about some of the causes of hair loss in women and offer some solutions to help you manage these conditions. So, hair loss in women can be caused by several factors. A major cause is hormonal changes. These would be those that occur like during menopause or pregnancy. Other causes include stress, nutritional deficiencies, autoimmune disorders, and certain medications. So, genetics play a huge role in some forms of hair loss, such as female pattern baldness. As I mentioned, I've definitely noticed an increase of people experiencing shedding after having COVID. There's three growth phases of hair. I'm going to go over these phases in more detail about the hair growth cycle in another video. But for today, it's the telogen phase that's related to some illness-related hair loss, which would include COVID. Telogen effluvium occurs when a large number of hair follicles enter the telogen phase of the hair growth cycle simultaneously. At the same time, this telogen phase is the resting phase again of the hair growth cycle. And during this, the hair sheds. So, hair loss related to COVID-19 typically occurs around 2 to 3 months after the onset of the illness and then may continue for several months. The good news is that telogen effluvium is usually a temporary condition, and most people will see hair regrowth within 6 to 12 months. When people experience hair loss, they usually focus on treating the hair shaft or the part of the hair that lies outside of the scalp. More attention should be directed to the scalp and the hair follicle within the scalp. Common scalp issues that can contribute to hair loss are going to include scalp inflammation, which is inflammation of the scalp and hair follicles. Scalp inflammation can be caused by a variety of different factors. This could include allergies, infections, skin conditions like psoriasis and eczema. So, psoriasis or scalp psoriasis is a skin condition that causes inflammation and damage to the hair follicles. It can cause scaly patches on the scalp. People experience itching, and when it's extreme, people can experience hair loss. Then you have scalp folliculitis. Scalp folliculitis is a condition that occurs when the hair follicles become inflamed and infected. This inflammation can lead to hair loss. It's caused by a bacterial or fungal infection and can lead to scarring if it's left untreated. You have a condition called seborrheic dermatitis. It's a skin condition that can affect the scalp, which causes inflammation like the other conditions and can lead to damage of the hair follicles. It causes scaly patches on the scalp. Again, there's itching. It can lead to hair loss. Dandruff. Dandruff actually can cause hair loss. There's flaking. It's usually characterized by white or yellowish flakes that fall from the scalp. It could be accompanied by itching and redness. Dandruff is caused by an overgrowth of a type of yeast called Malassezia. People think it's just dry scalp. It's caused by a yeast. It can lead to inflammation. And again, when it's extreme, it can lead to hair damage on all of our scalps. But when it overgrows, it can cause an inflammatory response that leads to the flaking and itching. Dandruff can usually be managed with over the counter medicated shampoos that contain ingredients like salicylic acid. Uh, these shampoos help to slow the growth of yeast and reduce inflammation on the scalp. It's important to use these shampoos as directed and continue using them even after the dandruff clears to prevent its recurrence. Uh, Another shampoo that's going to be good for dandruff is going to be coal tar shampoo. Use shampoos that are formulated for your hair type and avoid using hot water to wash your hair as it can further irritate your scalp. Avoid scratching. When you scratch your scalp, this can further cause damage to the hair follicles and lead to hair loss. If your scalp is itchy, try using a gentle scalp massager to relieve the outside of the scalp. So, other conditions that cause hair loss, again, as I mentioned earlier, are hormonal changes. Changes in hormones, such as those that occur during menopause, pregnancy, these can cause hair loss in women. Hormonal imbalances can cause hair loss. They can lead to changes in the growth cycle of hair loss. For example, during menopause, a decrease in estrogen levels can cause hair to thin out. Stress is a major cause of hair loss in both men and women. High levels of stress can lead to hair follicles entering into the telogen phase or the resting phase. I mentioned this earlier with the COVID issue. This can cause hair to fall out. This type of hair loss is usually temporary. The hair will usually grow back once the stress levels are reduced. So, it may be a lifestyle change that's needed when this is an issue. Nutritional deficiencies and a lack of certain nutrition in the diet can cause hair loss in women. Nutrients such as iron, zinc, biotin are important for hair health and growth. A deficiency in any of these nutrients can lead to hair thinning and hair loss. You have your autoimmune disorders such as lupus. Um, these conditions attack the body's immune system, which further attacks the hair follicles. This can lead to hair falling out in patches. There are thyroid issues, both prolonged hyper and hypothyroid issues can cause hair loss. So you want to see your medical professional or dermatologist. Medications can cause hair loss. Examples would include chemotherapy drugs, blood thinners, and certain antidepressants. Hair loss caused by medications is usually temporary. The hair will grow back once the medication is stopped. Genetics can play a role in hair loss in women. That's when you get your female pattern baldness. It's a common cause of hair loss. Um, you are predisposed, you have a genetic predisposition to hair loss. And in this type of hair loss, hair thins out over the entire scalp. This hair loss is difficult to treat. So, with certain forms of hair loss, there are solutions. We've gone over different causes of hair loss. I'll later talk about the different forms of hair loss in another video, but right now I want to talk about some solutions. The first step is to consult a medical professional, particularly a dermatologist, to identify the underlying cause of your hair loss. They may recommend medications, they can recommend supplements, or it may just be a lifestyle change to reduce stress to address the issue. In addition, there's several things you can do to manage your hair loss. For example, take good care of your hair and scalp. This can help promote healthy hair growth. Like this includes using gentle shampoos and conditioners. You may need to avoid heat styling tools and eat a healthy diet that's rich in vitamins and minerals. Nutrition is very important in promoting hair growth. Nutrition is key. Your diet has to include protein. Your hair is protein. It's keratin. It's made from it is pure protein. So it's important to consume enough protein in your diet to support healthy hair growth. Good sources of protein are going to include your lean meats, your poultry, your fish, your eggs, your beans. Iron is an important nutrient for hair growth. It helps carry oxygen to hair follicles. A deficiency in iron can cause hair to become thin and brittle. Good sources of iron are going to include red meat, leafy greens, beans, and fortified cereals. Biotin is a B vitamin that's essential for healthy hair growth. It helps to produce keratin, and it's a protein that makes up your hair, skin, and nails. Good sources of biotin are going to include eggs, nuts, whole grains. There are supplements, a lot of supplements too, that you can take to increase your biotin. Vitamin C is important for the production of collagen, which is a protein that helps to strengthen your hair. It also helps to absorb iron, which is essential for hair growth. Your dermatologist can recommend specific medications when needed based on the type of hair loss or scalp condition you are experiencing. Some medications are going to include corticosteroids. These are a type of anti inflammatory medication that can be applied topically to the scalp to reduce scalp inflammation and itchiness. They are commonly used to treat conditions like scalp psoriasis and seborrheic dermatitis. Salicylic acid is a type of keratolytic medication that can help to soften and remove scales and flakes from the scalp. It's commonly used to treat scalp conditions like dandruff and scalp psoriasis. Then coal tar. So coal tar is a byproduct of coal. Um, it's a byproduct of coal processing, actually, that has an anti-inflammatory and anti-itch property to it. It's commonly used in medicated shampoos and other topical treatments to treat conditions like scalp psoriasis, seborrheic dermatitis. So then topical antifungal medications. If scalp folliculitis or other scalp conditions are caused by a fungal infection, topical antifungal medications may be prescribed to help eliminate the infection. Scalp folliculitis is caused by a bacterial infection. Topical antibiotics may be prescribed to help eliminate the infection. It's important to note that topical treatment should always be used under the guidance of a dermatologist or hair specialist, um, as they may have side effects or interact with other medications. Your doctor can recommend the best treatment for your specific condition and provide guidance on how to use these topical treatments effectively. You want to see a dermatologist, guys, somebody that specializes in hair and scalp conditions. Over the counter medication that is proven effective for some types of hair loss are going to include products that contain minoxidil. These would be products such as Rogaine or Nioxin. Minoxidil is a medication that is used to treat hair loss, particularly androgenetic alopecia. Androgenetic alopecia is a common form of a hair loss that affects both men and women. Minoxidil was originally developed as an oral medication to treat high blood pressure, but it was found to have side effects of promoting hair growth. So it's now available as a topical solution or foam, and it can be applied directly to the scalp. Minoxidil works by widening the blood vessels in the scalp. This increases blood flow to the hair follicles, and this increased blood flow can help to stimulate hair growth and slow down or stop hair loss. Minoxidil is thought to have a direct effect on hair follicles also. So it's thought to stimulate hair follicles to enter into the anagen or the growth phase of the hair growth cycle. Minoxidil, again, is available over the counter. It comes in strengths ranging from 2% to 5%, and it's typically applied twice a day to the scalp in the areas where you've experienced hair loss. So it may take several months of consistent use to see results. The medication must be continued indefinitely to maintain the effects, and while minoxidil is generally considered safe and effective, it may have side effects in some people. So, though it can be purchased over the counter and without a prescription, you may want to ask your medical professional before using it, as there could be possible side effects. You may also want to consider using natural remedies. So, natural remedies such as essential oils or herbal supplements that promote hair growth are excellent remedies for some forms of hair loss. Some popular options are going to include lavender oil, rosemary oil, and saw palmetto. I'm going to give you some more detail about some of these natural oils. So, you have your coconut oil. I did a video on coconut oil. Coconut oil is a popular natural oil that helps promote hair growth because it's rich in fatty acids and vitamins. It can nourish the hair and scalp, and coconut oil helps to reduce hair breakage, which can improve scalp health and stimulate hair growth. Castor oil. Castor oil is another popular natural oil that can help to promote hair growth. It is rich in racinoleic acid, which is a fatty acid that can help to improve blood circulation to the scalp and stimulate hair growth. Castor oil helps to reduce hair breakage as well. It improves hair thickness and it promotes healthy hair growth. Jojoba oil is a natural oil that's similar in structure to the natural oils that are produced by your scalp. It can help to nourish the scalp, it can improve hair texture, and it can promote healthy hair growth. Jojoba oil is rich in vitamins and minerals, and it helps to strengthen the hair and protect the hair, reducing hair breakage. Rosemary oil is a natural oil that's been used for centuries to promote hair growth. It's rich in antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds, and it can help to improve scalp health. Rosemary oil can help reduce hair thinning and improve hair thickness as well, promoting healthy hair growth. Peppermint oil is another good essential oil. It's a natural oil that can help to improve blood circulation to the scalp and stimulate hair growth. It's rich in menthol, and this helps to improve the scalp health and reduce hair loss. Peppermint oil is also used to help reduce scalp irritation, improve hair texture. By using these natural oils as part of your hair care regimen, you can help to promote healthy hair growth and reduce the risk of hair loss. If you buy some of the above oils, the essential oils such as peppermint oil as 100% essential oils, make sure to dilute them in a good carrier oil. Do not use essential oils at full strength directly on your scalp or skin. Good carrier oils are going to be your coconut, your jojoba, castor, argan, and your olive oils. It's important to use these oils as directed and to avoid using too much, as this is going to just lead to greasy hair, and that's not the objective either. So I'm going to include links in the description below where you can purchase these different essential oils, different vitamins such as Nutrifol or Nature's Bounty hair, skin, and nail vitamins. These are vitamins that I've used that they do the job. This video is not sponsored. I'm not paid to suggest any of these products, but I may receive commissions when you purchase through my links on Amazon. In conclusion, I want to just summarize that we discussed hair loss today. It can be caused by different factors in women, including hormonal changes, stress, nutritional deficiencies, autoimmune disorders, and genetics. And again, it's serious, it's stressful, and it can be a concerning issue. There are solutions available for some forms of hair loss. So by working with a healthcare professional and making lifestyle changes, you can possibly manage hair loss and promote healthy hair growth. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy self-improvement, empowerment, hair and beauty, support and healing, along with parenting content, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell to know when videos go up. Have a beautiful week and do everything with love this week.